Respecting the consent and autonomy of our children is so important. It was one of my top priorities when my kid was growing up. Because you know, the opposite message to that is you don't have a right to your own body. You don't have a right to your own boundaries. If someone else has more power than you and they think it's good for you and they think it's right for you, they can violate your bodily autonomy. They can deny your consent. And that's the message that we give a lot to kids, especially when they're younger, but all the way through their lives. You know, one of my sayings is you cannot take the tablet out of your child's hands against their will without violating their consent. Even if you empathize, you're still violating their consent. And so, you know, having consent conversations with our kids from early years is so important that they know that we, the people who are supposed to love them the most, that we really honor their boundaries and their bodies and their rights to themselves, the right to not be overpowered. You know, so that they know that that's part of who they are, that it's their right to not be overpowered, that it's their right to their bodies. And then they learn that about other people too, because they naturally hold that value dear. And then they automatically apply that to other people. That's why one of my sayings is, I didn't want to teach my kid to respect boundaries. I wanted to teach my kid to want to respect boundaries. And it's a very different thing, because that want to comes from the internal desire, the internal connection with my own sense making. And so this is why I focused on really respecting my kids' consent and letting them know that's what I was doing and letting them know why I was doing it, because I respect you as a person, because you are, caring for your body is important, and that you deserve respect for your body and you deserve respect for your choices. And I wanted my kid to feel that from the inside out, right? And that's why working on consent is so important. And I know it's inconvenient because we have all these years in the past telling us, don't worry about it, they're just kids. But that's not what we do here, right? Now we choose to see kids as the great, powerful beings of light that they are. And so honoring their consent seems like so important to that, an important piece to that.